What's up, guys? It's Eventon here, and I've been looking for a reason to start my Learning to PvP Part 2, and now is the perfect time to do it. CCP just released out their Abyssal Proving Grounds for free-for-all frigates. This is the perfect opportunity to learn how to PvP on a very small scale on a budget, and so I'm going to take the most advantage of it as I can, because I don't think they're going to be releasing frigates or anything this inexpensive, probably for at least for a couple more months. So I'm going to try and leverage this and utilize this as much as I can. Today we're going to be using the Kestrel just because that's the ship I had the most fun with the last time I ended up doing the PvP fits. So in the highs we're running light missile launcher 2s. These things have pretty absurd range at 55 kilometers, and I think that's mainly because I've noticed a lot of people, and I got this fit off of Z Killboard. I kind of combined a couple different fits from people. I will be switching this up eventually if we feel like the extra speed from the auxiliary thrusters isn't needed, or maybe we need more tank. I'm more than happy to kind of switch this up. But some people were doing a combination of thermal and EM. I'm not sure if that's to kind of combat the Amar frigates that are in there, and they tend to resist a lot of the damage that the other ships do. So I don't know if this is to kind of help focus on them. I'm not exactly sure. But I'm really looking forward to this kind of kitey fit. And as you can see, the fit is extremely tight. We are at 0 CPU. We're running compact everything here in the mids, and then in the lows we have 2 ballistic control system 2s for extra damage. There was like a calcification thing in here, and there's like a compact down here to kind of like make room. I ended up sacrificing the calcifications. We ended up losing like 2 or 3 DPS, but I wanted the extra speed because with this auxiliary thruster, you get about an extra 200 meters per second. So I'm really trying to keep people as far away as possible. And originally the fit, I think, had 2 field extenders. I swapped one out for EM just in case those Punishers or Tormentors do get pretty close and start dealing that EM damage. I want to be able to resist it as well. So we're going to be running this fit a few times. I'll probably make some iterations as we go through. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the action. All right, here we go. And I forgot to load my guns. I probably should have done that beforehand. That would have been a really great start. I think I'm going to load these up all with thermal because I'm not sensing any... Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just going to try and get away here. Goal is to keep everyone literally at bay. Yeah. I'm just going to wait this out. That other guy isn't moving at all, so I'm probably just going to use him as bait. Especially since these 2 Tristans are going at it, I'm just going to wait. I mean, this is kind of just playing strategically and not so much heavy PvPing, as you can see. But that other guy seems like he's really getting wrecked. My biggest enemy right now is just going to be staying in bounds. I think it's just easier just to have all these weapons grouped. All right, we're chunking them pretty hard right now. I think this is going to be the first win. I mean, we're pulling range on. I mean, he's trying to get range on us. I think it's probably easier just to put it at, keep range at 25 or whatever. We're not overheating any of our guns, which we probably should, but I think we got them. Let's actually overload everything just in case. Probably should have been overloading these a while ago. There we go. Oh my gosh. We actually won. Right, finally, we got a Q popped. So I think this time around, what we're going to do is not split up the ammo. We're just going to keep it all the same for right now. We're just using the Inferno rockets, or I should say the Inferno missiles. And we're just going to do the same thing. Basically, just avoid people until there's 1 or 2 left. I think we got really lucky with the last one because... Where is the other guy? I think we got really lucky with the last one. He's there. We got really lucky with the last one because there was just one guy just AFK the whole time. That Tristan's going down. And Cursus, I think we might have to double up on that in Cursus because that Repper, it's probably tank fit. So I'm actually going to help kind of lay down some damage on that in Cursus because I don't think I'm going to have enough damage to take that out. Either that or he's coming at an angle. No, he's coming at 6. Oh, he's... Looks like he's burning towards me. Yeah, he's coming in hot. This is not good. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, they pretty much just pinned me against the wall. I mean, that's just bad piloting by me. I think they know they could just that was totally 110% pilot error. The other guy was just corralling me in there. Just look at that. I'm chunking him for a third of his armor, but he's just healing it back up like immediately. That was our fault. I should have kept an eye on the other guy. It's really hard to kind of keep focus in a 30 environment. If I could zoom out like 50% more, this would be infinitely easier to kind of kite everyone out. All right, here's attempt number 3. I was actually talking to the other guy here for a little bit, and he seems pretty cool. He says he loves this event. Frigates are cheap. Free-for-all is a bit fun. It's not 2v2, so you have a bunch of people that are sweating, trying really hard. So where are these people? And Curses, Punisher, and a Rifter. I don't think I've encountered a Rifter before. First thing I'm going to do is get the hell away from these guys, as per usual. That's our #1 goal. So far, the Incursus and the Punisher have not moved yet. I actually might turn this off. Ooh, we are definitely taking some damage. We need to get back inbounds. We didn't take that much. Okay, there's a guy up there. I don't know if the Punisher is moving at all. Honestly, I've never fought a Rifter. I'm not sure. I'm literally gonna like look at its info at the same time. Okay, small projectile. So this thing looks like it wants to get close. So does this Incursus and this other guy. Yeah, we're getting ganged up on and we're dead. So it seems. Now we're gonna overheat and just try and burn away from these guys. Just web him a little bit if we can. No, he's out of range. Alright, we're overheating. We're just trying to burn away. I don't think the Incursus is the right target. Alright, let's try and head this way. We're heading for the out of bounds. I think we actually need to start shooting the Punisher. Yeah, and we're dead. Yep, that's game. We got ganged up on early. We got pinched by 2 different people. Now we're burning. We're overheating everything. Yeah, that's it. Alright, oh, and I keep forgetting to insure my ships too. Alright, and here is the next one. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with the fit. I think us flying away from people as fast as we can is kind of putting a target on our back. And I think we also need to do a better job of piloting, as well as if we do get focused by 2 targets, just try and pick one and get away. One person's already just burning towards everyone. That guy looks like he's trying to intercept them. I think in this instance, I wonder if he's like straight up outrunning my missiles. He might be. So I'm trying to run more like parallel to him. I don't want to get close to his let's overheat the rockets and the missiles. He's gaining on me. Slowing him down. Yeah, he's got some sort of just sticking with the overheat. We can't let him get too close to us. Yeah, we're going down here, I think. Yeah, he's just healing for too much. Yeah, I don't think there's much we could have done here. I guess we could have defanged his drones. Not exactly sure what that would have done. I need to look back at the combat record, because honestly, it's super hard to like focus on what kind of damage he's doing from what source and how much while you're trying to figure out like how to kite away. But dude, that breacher was brutal. I know breachers are really good, or they can be in PvP. I mean, every frigate has its strengths and weaknesses, but I definitely prefer that kind of fight rather than just getting instantly 2v1 and dying. So it looks like he's using like missiles too. We'll have to look at the combat logs afterward and just see. Okay, so he was using the same thing. Okay, I was really mistaken. I don't know why this is backwards sometimes. Yeah, he was just hitting me with missiles the whole time. I'm not sure what kind of range you can pull off on that. So rate of fire. We have Kestrel. So I mean, it's a really hard dance. I mean, he was chasing us, so I think we had the advantage. I think what we could have done is overheated the Microwarpdrive, because we have a range advantage. Honestly, like, my skills aren't maxed out, but the fact that he's chasing me, I'm shooting him, I should have the advantage of, you know, us shooting each other. If we're just shooting each other with light missiles, because that max velocity gives us extra range. So it's a learning lesson. I think if it was an open map, I think we would have won if I would have known this before. But the fact that we have to keep curving around, he's always going to find a way to close that gap or make that 10% range insignificant. All right, on to our next one. I think I might change up to a rocket fit here. I actually have 2 more Kestrels, including this one, to kind of go through. But I think some things we actually did a pretty good job on is actually kind of keeping that breacher at bay using the overheated. Oh my god, my fucking worst nightmare. 2 breachers and an incursus. These seem to be really strong. I was actually just looking it up. I'm like, these things with the bonus to healing, shield boosting, and armor boosting, those things seem really, really strong. Seems like that guy's looking like he's trying to focus me. Overheated to just keep him off us. I think we might actually have to end up like flying damn near straight down and away here, because we are getting surrounded here. We're actually getting corralled in the middle. I really wish I could zoom out a little bit more. Gonna keep him off us with the web. Dude, just shooting these guys just feels so pointless. Might have to focus on defanging. Alright, looks like he hasn't given up, but other guys. I'm gonna start just shooting your hobgoblin, dude. Fuck, you got me. Yep, I wasn't paying attention for 1 second on the web, and he ended up catching us, so it's pretty much over. I'm just not sure how you can fight these guys with just double rep. I just don't think kiting really works versus these, and especially in this kind of confined environment. Kiting just doesn't work out too well. You really have to focus on. You really have to hope that the other people just kind of focus to each other. And I understand this is like a free-for-all mode, and I could have piloted this infinitely better, really kept up my web, but this guy would have just been on top of me the entire time. Yeah, I mean, that was it was a learning. I mean, every death is a learning lesson. All right, I actually looked up this person, Lilu Metakarkonen. Karkonen. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk right now. She's using the exact same, very, very similar fit. Not the exact same fit, but a very similar fit. And she seems to be crushing it. Maybe it's just because she's just playing a ton. But I'm very curious to see. Obviously, this is just a piloting issue by me, because I do feel like this is a very good ship, or this could be a very good ship. I think it's just a piloting thing at this point, because she has like 45 wins on the day or so. And there must be something else going on. So there's the other Kestrel. I really want to just take out these annoying ass breachers at this point. Person's trying to cut me off, and they'll probably succeed, unfortunately. Keeps saying that they're out of range. I like how this person also has a kill right too. Oh my gosh, web scrammed instantly. Yeah, and that's game. So yeah, I might switch to rockets. I don't know what it is. Like, I think I need to really start overheating the Microwarpdrive. I think that person overheated the Microwarpdrive too. But I mean, he's kind of going down. I mean, we should have been overheating our rockets this whole time. As we saw, maybe we kind of caught him with his pants down on this one. And of course, I keep forgetting to insure my ships. Gosh darn it. I think we had a chance. I mean, again, it's just so much stuff to keep track of, where it's keeping focus on your trajectory, when to overheat, shooting, keeping an eye on other guys, learning when to overheat your web. And it seems like it turns off the overheat too once you cycle it once, and it stops overheating. I do know someone told me too that there's a control left click as well on the web to overheat it as well. I think it's control left click or it's shift click. I'm not exactly sure that you can like automatically overheat it. But it's just a lot of things to juggle, and this is exactly why I'm trying to do this learning to PvP thing, because it's a lot of stuff, and honestly, the learning curve or the learning cliff, in my opinion, is much steeper than like learning EVE Online, in my opinion. At least if you want to. I think we're actually going to manage to get through this thing. Wow, we actually managed to have our pod get all the way back to the beginning. And so we managed to get through. I mean, it's an empty pod anyway. But, yeah, we're going to try rockets this time around. I'm really curious to see how that plays out. I honestly don't know how to balance around that. All right, so we're actually switching it up with a rocket fit. So I actually had to use a +1 CPU implant, which was like 900K. It wasn't even a million. So this fit is actually cheaper than the other one. So we are running a ancillary shield booster, and we actually are foregoing the web, because I feel like if we could just deactivate their warp scrambler, we're going to be fine running max damage. We'll go ahead and see how this works out for us. So Curses Kestrel Punisher. Let's see what's going on here. So we're going to just get away and just kind of get a feel for what's going on here. So that is the Punisher. All right, let's start heading for the Punisher now. This is probably a terrible move, to be honest. I don't think I've ever fought a Punisher, and he is super far away. It looks like he's changing angles. Everyone's changing angles. This is kind of an awkward thing, especially since I'm coming from the top down. That Kestrel's locking onto me now. Wow, he's not even... Yeah, we got a little out of range right there. Maybe we need to tighten it up to like 5,000. So one thing I'm trying to work on is trying to...
The capacitor is empty.
I honestly did not check the cap stability of this ship literally at all. I'll be honest. On the very bottom here. I'm actually focusing on this in Curses, because... Oh, we are way out here. Yeah, the manual piloting has been kind of hurting. All right, overheating rockets because that Kestrel's going down. I don't know if it's worth defanging this thing. If that's even possible. Also, I'm running 25 MN things on here. Yeah. I think we needed to help sooner. We're also running into cap issues too. I've not looked very closely at this fit, but once again, the Incursus and Breachers seem very, very strong in this new mode. I mean, just the fact that you're getting 20 to 30% more repair per hit is pretty strong in these modes. So like I said before, we are sticking with the Kestrel for now, as much as I really want to switch to a Merlin or my own Incursus or something different. We're just going to tough it out this time around. All right, so I looked up the fit of the guy that killed me in that ship. And from what it looks like, he uses these, I mean, he has a combination of all these different ammo types. The Navy Cat boosters. How much can these hold? 1? So, I mean, this guy's in it for the long haul. He has 3 different ammo types. He has nanite repair paste, cat booster. He does have a reactive armor hardener, and that's when, from what I've seen, that's where you can start getting into like mixing up damage types to kind of mess with it. That's some like really high level stuff, and that's like if the fights are really drawn out. But yeah, so it's like I would assume that he only runs this, so I mean, it's definitely not cap stable without this. I mean, he runs out of cap pretty darn quickly. And if he wants to keep up that resistance, he needs to keep the reactive armor hardener going. But nanobot accelerators and a nano pump. I mean, this thing is just super tough in order to get it down. I mean, it has healing, it has repair, it has cap regen. The only way I can think about actually killing this is just either bringing a ship that can hit it in melee even harder and faster, like a Merlin or something like that, or you just have to kite it out infinitely with like a Kestrel and really wait until like that 10-minute mark where you start getting significantly reduced resistances and then start hitting it. That's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. All right, so here's I believe our 8th game. We won our first, we lost our next 6. So yeah, this would be our 8th, and didn't make any changes. I did actually increase the cat booster. Instead of 25s, I use 50s. I do have 3 reloads worth. I have no idea like how much is enough or not enough. But wow, there's actually no Incursus, but we do have a breacher this time around. So I think like a lot of it is it's a lot of rock paper scissors in this mode that I've noticed, to be honest. If I was going to see more of these Incursus, I was thinking about running potentially like a double web fit, keeping them at like 8 kilometers or so, as well as a scram, like really throwing away defense, but just keeping them at bay the whole time. But that can be quite difficult. I really don't want to fuck with the breacher right now, so I can actually see the transversal. Now we're all staying really far away from each other, just kind of waiting for one of us to make the first move. I'm curious to see what his health is at. I'd much rather have both of us try and fight the Rifter. See, in this case, I really wish I had the rockets, or I should say the missiles instead of the rockets, because these do not look like ships I want to get close to, especially this Rifter. Man, those cycle times are really long, and you can really get caught if you're not ready for those. Now he's overheating too. All right, I'm just gonna go for the breacher. I don't think we want to fight a Rifter, and I honestly just hate breachers more than anything, so I'm just gonna go for him. We're already like burning out most of our damn modules, just trying to get away from this guy. Yep, I mean that's just kind of that's just free for all, right? Sometimes you're just gonna get caught in the middle and ganged up on. How much is this burnt by? 76%. Yeah, I can't overheat anything now except for my high slots. I just wanted to overheat that once. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna definitely die here. Yep, just kind of got caught in the middle here. I don't know why that did not turn on. Yeah, and that 50 is not doing anything for us. Hope that guy enjoys fighting a breacher by himself. Yeah, these fights are really, really brutal. I'm just not sure how to navigate these fights, especially since I'm always the one getting caught in the middle. We're running into cap issues. Maybe I should have, because there's no way I can fight a breacher damaged, let alone, like, if I fought the Rifter and then try to fight this guy, it's an instant loss. So I don't know what this Rifter is thinking. All right, this might be my last one. I might do one more, but I'm going back to the missile fit because I feel like I just had way more options using that. With rockets, I felt like I was really just playing into their game, and I didn't really like that. So I actually also added Nova light missiles just in case we run again into like, not so much a breacher. I would just keep using thermal. But in the case we did run to an Incursus, I think switching between those two damage types, because they do seem to have a what's it called? An active armor hardener. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. I was actually just watching Nightcap earlier on stream, and he's actually playing right now. That's funny. Let's see. And he's like ranked number 5 right now on the leaderboard. I mean, you can see him right there. So he's he's definitely no slouch. Kind of want to pull up his stream and see what he's saying. Yeah, that was him just very briefly. I minimized his stream because if I actually actively play, it's gonna lag my game. The Rifter potentially. But it does seem like Nightcap is closing in on me. Alright, I'm gonna close in on me. Yeah, I let him get like way too close. I'm burning everything right now. Yeah, there I go. Dude, that Punisher, it punishes really hard. Yeah, not much I can do there. I mean, that's a top 5 player right there in a good ship. All right, I think this is my last one for the day. This is fight number 10. We are 1-8 right now. It's so funny how you can win your first game and then lose the next 8 in a row with a very similar fit. So we have a Tormentor and 2 Tristans. Say a Laces on an Incursus or anything else. So one thing I've learned is I'm going to keep my distance, but I'm not going to hug myself all the way up against the wall. I think that's one of the mistakes that I've been making, is not giving myself enough room to actually like maneuver around. Not always overheating or like trying to skill shot my overheat indicator. Still skirting along the edge of this wall. Nobody's dead yet. And our buffer fit is actually still holding up, surprisingly. Yeah, this one's going much better than last time. Mainly because I feel like I've actually navigated a bit easier, but I think I'm also fortunate too, because I don't think any of these ships actually want to immediately get in my face and try and scram me. Yeah, those drones are coming after me now because I'm shooting them. Well, that Tristan's looking rough. Just really just keeping on that edge of 40,000 kilometers. Still guiding it out. Dude, this is one of the longer fights for sure. Alright, he's going to start taking increased damage, which is good. Tormentor, looks like he might be coming for me. He's out of range. Don't tell me the Tormentor's coming for me now. Dude, these guys are just taking turns on me. Not no, that sounded weird. Okay, he's breaking range again. Okay, he's out of range. Dude, this whole dance thing. Dude, these guys just keep dancing around me. I'm gonna overheat my missiles just because I really need to take him down. God, he got on top of me. Please don't be a neuter. Don't nuke me. Oh, he's neuting me. Okay, turn off the Microwarpdrive. God, I got off another cycle. I'm also going to turn off the web. At this point, it's worthless. Gotta just out DPS him. Yeah, he got us right there. Was not paying attention. He got on top of us. That was... We honestly navigated that much better than last time, I will be honest. This was easily winnable. We just messed up by letting him get too close, not paying attention to our web. Dude, it's difficult. If anything, I feel like this really teaches you how to like PvP fight, because you have an edge. Like there's only so far you can go, so you have to really like maintain space and speed all the time. I'm gonna self-destruct because I'm probably really hope these guys don't let me live and get stuck here forever. But I feel like we did a much better job that time. We survived for much longer, but we need to maintain that distance. And again, I'm having fun PvPing, but it just seems like so many things that you have to think of and try and like maintain and operate at the same time and understand shortcuts and all that. I'm probably making it sound more difficult than it really is. But with something like PvPing, it's kind of hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, if that makes sense. Like everything just seems so far off to being like consistently good. But then again, I mean, it's like, what can you expect from someone that has maybe 2 hours of like live PvP play, like actually in PvP, not like I'm hunting around and flying around. It's like actually fighting of like maybe 2 hours of PvP. So that was a lot of fun. And I think that even though we lost, that's definitely one I'm actually like decently proud of. It's mentally draining, and I'm honestly tired after those 10 fights. And that's pretty much it, guys. I really appreciate you guys that have watched at least the majority of this video all the way through. I know it's really long. It's not like my previous iteration, like the faction warfare one, where I can just show myself taking a gate and then pretty much instantly dying within 30 seconds. It is a free-for-all. There are 4 players playing. There's, I wanted to kind of put more emphasis on spacing, maintaining distance, where's my focus, how am I navigating everything. And so I wanted to show you guys a bit more than just me warping in the last 15 seconds before I die or before I lose my pod. I kind of wanted to show a bit more. So it might have been a little bit dragged out, but this is a series that I'm doing not only for myself, but also people that just want to see how I'm just teaching myself how to PvP day in and day out going forward. So tomorrow I'll probably be using either the Merlin or the Incursus. I'm not 100% sure, but I will be doing that, recording myself and uploading a video the following day as well, because I am planning on probably the next 3, 4, 5 days just playing a single ship in the Abyss and uploading the video the very next day, because I'm really trying to take advantage of this frigate free-for-all as much as I can, because this is definitely the cheapest iteration when it comes to like free-for-all PvP events, and it probably will be another 2 months before they introduce the frigates again, so I want to utilize it as much as I can. So, and I also want to apologize too if there were times where I did feel a bit salty. I was just getting a little frustrated. It was kind of late at night, and I think it was mainly because I did lock myself into just the Kestrel as much as I wanted to switch up ships. I kind of wanted to maintain continuity and make it easier for my viewers and as well as for myself, just to kind of stick with one ship most of the time. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys take care, and of course, you fly safe. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.